G'day! Welcome to the Drive-On video series on Western Australia. Sit back and relax and join us for a drive-on experience in this beautiful, diverse land. Drive-On offers you a taste of Western Australia's never-ending beaches, spectacular ancient gorges and waterfalls, and a huge variety of native animals, fish, birds and wildflowers. See the wide open spaces, blue-green oceans, massive starlit skies at night, and the big smiling faces of the locals. So jump in. Fasten your seatbelt and drive on. We leave Exmouth and the magnificent Ningaloo Reef region behind and set off for Karigini on an exciting outback adventure, driving on to the Karijini Eco retreat, nestled in the world-famous Karigini National Park. We left at 8 AM to make sure that we arrived in daylight because the last 30 kilometres is on a gravel road. We drove through some typical Australian outback scenery, lots of wide open spaces and some photogenic natural attractions scattered along the way. Mount Alexander is about 80 kilometres from where Burkitt Road meets the North West Coastal Highway. About 19 kilometres further along we encountered this unusual sign. Hey, is this a road or a landing strip? Well, it's both actually. The Royal Flying Doctor Service uses this as an emergency landing strip when they're called out to this area. Another 8 kilometres brought us to the Nyanyatara Roadhouse, which is just over this bridge over the sometimes mighty Ashburton River. Look out for these extra long road trains, and if you're looking for a cool view over water in a desert, here it is. We had a refreshing break and an enjoyable lunch in the air-conditioned restaurant at the Nyanyatara Roadhouse, changed drivers again and set off for Karigini. We arrived about 1700 hours at the turn-off to Karigini, and in the fading light had this magnificent view of Mount Bruce. At 1235 metres above sea level, Bruce is WA's second highest mountain and an impressive landmark. Believe it or not, there's a Mount Sheila in the area, but you can't see it from here. And it's not the tallest mountain in WA. Mount Meharry on the other side of Karigini takes that honour. We would like to thank the Department of Environment and Conservation for their assistance. We are entering the Karigini National Park, and if you've not pre-purchased a holiday pass or an annual pass, which are great value and can be obtained from the drivewa.com shop, you will have to pay a small entrance fee here. If you don't have the cash, you can pay the entrance fee at the Karijini Eco retreat. We arrived at the new Karijini Eco retreat just as it got dark. Their eco tents are fabulous. King-size beds, en-suites, flushing toilets, hot and cold showers, luxuries in the Australian outback. There are many campsites and a beautiful food and beverage facility as well. Please book before you leave home. It's too far to come without a booking because there's no similar accommodation for quite a distance and most people arrive there pretty close to dark. And it's easy. Just book online at www.karigini.ecoretreat.com.au or follow the links from drivewa.com. The Karijini Eco Retreat was developed by the Goomela Aboriginal Corporation for the traditional owners of this country, the Bunjima, Nyabali and Inawonga people. Goomela Enterprises Proprietary Limited is the commercial arm of the Goomela Aboriginal Corporation. It oversees the operation of the Karijini Eco Retreat, which is managed by the Eco Company under the Ecommodation brand. The elders maintain their traditional laws and customs in the Pilbara region, including initiation ceremonies held during law time. After a great night's sleep and a big barbecue breakfast, we took a walking tour to Joffre Falls and Joffre Gorge. They're magnificent and they're just near the Eco Retreat. At 10 AM we drove to Hamersley Gorge and there was water running through this spectacular gorge even in mid-October. What a magnificent sight. It's relatively easy to access for people of moderate fitness, and look at the reds, blues and purples in these rocks as the stream winds its way through this paradise, shaded by paperbark trees and river gums. The colours are just awesome. We left Hamersley Gorge about lunchtime to visit the Karigini Visitors Centre. The building was designed to represent a goanna moving through the country and is symbolic to the local Bunjima people. The tail represents their history, the head the future direction of the traditional owners, and Aboriginal law is the centre or stomach. The high, weathered steel walls of the visitor centre mimic the sheet-sided gorges that are a feature of the park, and of course the steel is made from the iron of the local area. After an hour there we drove on to Dales Gorge. The view of the gorge and circular pool is impressive, even from the lookout. We needed more time here. It would have been lovely to walk down and have a swim in paradise. but we settled for the views from the lookouts over Circular Pool and Fortescue Falls. We returned to the Karijini Eco retreat via the Weeno and Hancock Gorges, which are only a short distance from the retreat. We recommend that you stay at least 3 nights at Karigini, and I could easily have spent a week there seeing all the gorges and swimming to recharge the old batteries. Say hello to some of the locals. This little ring-tailed dragon I called Ringo met me at Hammersley Gorge, and I met more of Ringo's cousins at the Karijini Eco retreat. The area is rich in Australian wildlife, including red kangaroos and dingoes. Karijini is a must-see destination. Get your maps and plan your itinerary at drivewa.com. And don't forget your camera. The colours of the Pilbara are just awesome. Oh, you're back! Why not have a look at the other videos in our West Australian series at driveon.com.au. And if you would like to plan to visit some of the world's most beautiful places, log on to drivewa.com and plan your escape today.